Hello my fellow gamers, Simple Geek Gaming, and we are back once again on the Codex server for episode 11. And if you may not be aware, if you play Minecraft a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you do, Mojang officially released 1.8 early in the week, and we have updated the server to 1.8 itself. If you just look up, if I just press F3 like so, you can see Minecraft 1.8 vanilla. So that is blooming awesome. There's a few little changes here and there, especially like, you know, like with rabbits, and the fact that I hated them before because taming them and all sorts was an absolute bloody pain. They now cannot be tamed, but they can still be grabbed by leads, and you can still breed the buggers up, so that should be pretty helpful in terms of selling rabbit in my shop and competing with our time literally over there with his little rabbits. So since the last time we were recording, we were helping, obviously one of the things, helping to build the starting of this little train station area that Croft had the idea for. Though we've already had a quick look at it, the only thing he's actually altered is the fact that he's just changed it so there's only one light and there's a piston activator underneath there, so that might be sending a signal out to a certain bit of redstone. So either way, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be working this all, but everything is known already. We still need to have a roof built, but that's probably something we can do in time. Though another thing that's something Croft has done, and there's a bloody spider about thing underneath, and I can't be asked to go and getting it. Another thing that's been happening, if you also remember that one thing that I mentioned, I heard a load of noises underneath Chris's shop. No idea what the hell it is, and it turns out when I was watching his video, Croft has kind of made something really frowned upon, but I'm not going to divulge into that, but you have to watch his video in terms to find out exactly what it is. But remember, there's one thing, after we built our AK fishing machine, Croft very so kindly dumped a load of rails literally all over my basement area, because it literally, I came out here and boom, he was literally laid so many of our, got this many under here, so that's pretty cool. Not sure idea what I'm going to use them for, but literally just as I logged on, probably 5-10 minutes prior to start recording, you can see he's literally gone to town. I cannot believe it. I'm going to freaking kill him. I really do need to get him back, to be honest, but as to how to get him back, I have no idea. I've got a possible few things, but at the moment, like, seeing we're on 1.8 now, everyone is near enough going off exploring out into the wilderness, because I know a few people have, and one person's video that I've seen, Chris, he's gone out quite far. I'm not sure exactly how far mine, but he's making a big sort of like sort of sphere, I think, or circular sort of objects. So that's going to be quite intriguing to see exactly what it does. And I know he is clearing a hell of a lot of land that I know is going to take him a hell of a lot of time itself. Though that leads the question to myself, like, when will I go off exploring? Not sure yet, because one thing that we did say was that we are going to do these horse stables, though I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do them just yet, because I've still got all this to clear, and I've got a few little bits and bobs that I need to speak to you about. I've just got this, and so have we got any more rails? Oh yes, we've got all these bloody out here. I'm gonna kill Croft. At least they're gonna come in handy for making all the rail journeys from the rail station to wherever he decides to actually put it. So that's gonna be pretty handy. So right, is that almost done? And I've freaking taken out a bloody block. Oh god, I'm destroying my own bloody building here. That's not a good sign. And my pickaxe really does need fixing. And we got them all. Oh no, we haven't. I think he's done upstairs as well. Oh, my god, I'm gonna. 1, 2, 3, and yes, he has done upstairs. If we just go up here, you'll see. Yep, 1, 2, 3. And we are almost done. Right. Right. I think that should suffice. Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. Paying our time back in gold for all these luscious raw rabbits. So let's do that now. And then we can get on to what some of the major things that's going on with the channel. So one of the main things is, if you may be aware, I play a modded series of Direwolf. But the thing is, the server that I play on, which is obviously, as you know, my Inception, it's kind of got to the point where I'm literally done with the server. Every time I go on, there's like nobody on and such. But either way, it has been a good server. All the people that I used to play with no longer play on the server. And I just think, how much gold should I give him? Yeah, probably 20 gold, that should do. Yeah, hardly one plays on the server. The people that haven't used to play on there don't play on anymore. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they've been banned or not. But either way, that is blooming awful. Especially if you ever watched the Direwolf series, and one of the videos I went to someone's base to have a tour of some of the mental stuff that was there. What was it? Yeah, it was loads of Formcraft stuff, and I need a chest. Have I got any wood? Yeah, I need a chest so we can actually tell our mates that actually that's stuff. So, have we got enough wood? Yeah, I always hate this. Losing my train of thought, trying to think of something else. I'm speaking, and I freaking can't bloody remember. There we got. Oh, there you go. Jackpots. One, and my last 2 bits of wood. Should be trying to put it in the right slot. Oh, sign. So let's just get rid of all these blasted blooming rails. Signs. Where are you, signs? Aha. Right, now let's just head over to Armor. So as I was saying, yes, one of the players' bases that I went to just to show off some of the from a mod called Formcraft. He had an absolute mental setup, and then when I went back just to check it out, the base was basically been destroyed. It turns out that that person destroyed all the base, obviously, to move and stuff, and then something else happened, and he is no longer on the server, and that completely shocked me and everything. So I continued playing for a little while after that, but it's just got to the point where like I said, I'm done with that server. Even though, like I said, oh my god, he's done an absolute bloody load of this. He's done to everyone's bases. Ah, my god, Croft. You are gonna have a big yeah, you're gonna have a big ass bloody grief on your hand. No, not grief, freaking prank on your hands. Right, let me just fill this sign up. Right, that's done. Is gold in there? No, it isn't. Let's just place it down there. So, he seems to have got a little gift from Jin's. Obviously, Jin was obviously left the server a few weeks back, and gee, I like the fact that he's got loads of good stuff, and a few other players have, and I got a bugger all. I was told I could raid his house, and there's nothing in it. Figures. Oh well. God Almighty. Yeah, and I really do need to get back on the train of thought. Yeah, and so we've been leaving that server. A few of the players, certainly Croft, Robbie, Reese, and unfortunately Windex, who has decided to leave because he's not really had time to come on the server and do many episodes. From what I believe, he decided to join us on the officially released mod pack. So played on it for a little bit last night, and I'm hoping to get the series released. Hoping after this episode, because I'm hoping. What's the date today? Is one sec. Yes, date today is the Saturday 6th. Hoping to get this episode released on the 10th, and the new mod stores. I'm hoping next weekend of the 14th. So that'll be pretty cool. And we've actually we've done that. We told everyone about that. Yeah, and that server, it is on the latest mod version of modded version of 7.10, so that is extremely good. I can't wait to continue playing it when I do get a chance. Even though it's probably not going to be that many times during the week because they've got loads of other things on and stuff, I will make an effort just to get episodes made, and I cannot wait to get started on it. Another thing in this new series that I've been going on about is Crash Landing, or should I say haven't been going on, but I've just started. That is like an adventure map like Aquarian Skies, and it is extremely hard, and I really do recommend that you guys check that out because I've had so much fun playing it and I can't wait just to get started. So in front of us, the stables. So now it's the case of trying to get something done here. I've had an idea of what I was going to do with it. I gave you a quick run over in terms of how we're going to have it, in terms of how all the horses round the sides and the back and these sides. But in terms of that, I'm not too sure. Because I'm gonna think, right, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go off for about, I'm gonna cut here, then decide what we're going to do next. Right, I'm back, and now it's a case of time to build up this bloody fun freaking stables. I can't bloody wait. It's just a case of this stable requires a good few things, one of which is like these stone brick slabs, which I've already gone ahead and made, which isn't really big of an issue. And the other bit is we need dark oak. And the thing is, you may be thinking maybe dark oak wood, but no, it is in fact, obviously we're on now on 1.8. It's the fact that we need dark oak fences, and that is going to be extremely fun to try and make. The other thing is I need to make sure I've got enough dark oak in order to make it, and try and get enough saplings, because I know for a fact they are going to be a pain to make. Also need loads of hay bales, obviously stables needing hay and such, which is always fun. I'll just get rid of this, and I should have used my axe. And what else we need? Oh yes, in terms of keeping the waters nice and watered, we're going to need a good few cauldrons, but I think at the moment with the cauldrons they might wait for a little while until I've got a sufficient amount of actual iron to use for it. Though that is going to be quite a way down the road. Main concern at the moment is going off to one of the roof forests, and there's one up in that direction and there's one down in that direction. No idea which one I'm actually going to use because they're not the same sort of distance apart. The only thing that I need to make sure is I've actually got my bed on me, because especially if there's no one else on the server and it gets night, I don't really want to be waiting around at night, sorry, not at night, yeah, at night, with all the little fun and stuff to actually start spawning. That's going to be a really fun challenge. So I've got myself a nice fun section of roof dark oak hunting and a few bits and bobs to wait for. And then once I've got that, I'll be back here so we can complete this build. And I put that in the wrong place. So I'll see you in a little bit. Right guys, we're back at spawn, and as you can see in my hotbar, I've got an absolute bucket load worth of dark oak, and I went to the roof forest, literally, that was just down south of spawn, round about near the 1 kilometre border, so I only took down a couple of trees, and the good thing was, obviously you can't see in here, I got an absolute ton of saplings, and usually, like from what I'm aware, saplings on the normal, or should I say the dark oak trees, they're an absolute pain to get, because remember from previous versions of Minecraft, you're very lucky to get 1 or 2 saplings, let alone 4 to 5 per tree. So that was absolutely fantastic. Though while I was away, Croft was busy building a sugarcane farm on Crimbo's old spot. And this is it. He's obviously used some of the equipment or some of the stuff that was left over from his house. And from what I believe, it works on presumably a redstone or hopper clock, i.e. as soon as it activates, it's a case of it just, and the sugarcane grows and the pistons push out, and then periodically go back in, like in, out, and then you have to, obviously, you know, simple hopper timers and such. So this is going to be really cool to see it working and up and running. So even though I've got a sugarcane farm underneath my shop, I still might pop over here just to get an absolute bucket load worth. It'll be pretty cool. Either way, back here. And with all this dark coat that we've got here, then it's just a case of we can actually start in terms of getting this thing actually up and built, and actually test out the recipe for these new dark oak fences and whether they work or not. So that should be enough, and go like that, and like so. 1, 2. Okay. Dark oak, that's not right. I know if you hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just go like that a minute, and 1 and 2. I know that produces the fence, so bugger. I'll be right back. I can't believe this. As you can see, the recipe has now changed, and before we updated to 1.8, we were playing in Snapshot 30C, which obviously didn't have the updated recipe, and the recipe updated on 32. So I feel that's obviously to make use of the new types of fences and such. So we're going to need quite a few of these. So we've got 33. I know for a fact we are going to need an absolute load more. And also we need a few gates as well. We only need 2 of them gates. So let's do 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. And this is just for the fronts. So I think first things first is just set up our gates here. And we can get to work on this. This really shouldn't take too long. Just a case of how we got enough wood for the whole of this build. Right, I'm going to get on with this. I'll be back in a second. Now this bit is done, we've also gone ahead and made our little stable areas. And I've just taken out the, as you can see, the holy horse. And just tied him up here. Just so I know he won't go walkies and such. And I know for a fact if this is Chris's horse, he won't be too particularly pleased if it does go off into the wilderness and such. So next stage, what I've got to do, I've got to go off and farm as much wheat as I can, and also get as much oak as I can, so I can try and make the roofs for each side. So that, I reckon, is probably going to take upwards of maybe an hour at most, I hope. Yes, I hope. So I'll see you once I've done that. So we are back, and we are ready to put the roof on. Now, you may be thinking, is it going to be like a normal roof, like just covers the whole of the stables? Well, in fact, no, it is not. It's basically going to be one roof on this side and one roof on this side. And the basic plan is, if we just plonk a couple of pieces of wood down here, so I can show you, we're going to have like oak stairs, not like that, but facing this way, going all across. And then just chop this down so I can get a better angle from this side. And then what we're going to do is just grab some half slabs like so. Jump up. And then one more just to make sure. Right, make sure I've got it in my blooming hotbar. And the half slabs are going to go up here. So it's just a case of to get rid of that block. And we're going to have half slabs all obviously through the back and all the way on down to that side on both areas, or should I, both areas on both sides, should I say. And one other thing we've done is each of these stables is going to have a hay bale, so it's just a case of hay bale. Once I've got it in my hotbar in the right bloody place, it's a case of 1 and a 2, if I can actually put the bugger down, and a 3 like so, and so on. So I can't wait. So I'm going to be back once this is all complete, and I'll show you the finished result. And we're done. Look, just look at this. I have to say, I'm really pleased with this. Even though the design itself only took around about 20 minutes or so to create on creative mode, it's turned out really well, and I think it's good. People are going to like it. There's only one little thing missing, is the fact that we still need a lot more of the wheat, because I was thinking of maybe having 1 or 2 just wheat stores inside. And each of the stable ends, well, horses are going to stay, are going to have crucibles. But at the moment, my iron situation is good, but not brilliant. So I can't exactly afford to shed about 7 iron per stable. So yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Yes, about 70 iron or a stack of iron. So yep, not happening at the moment. Until I am mega rich with iron, yeah, that's when we're going to see all of them filled up. Either way, we are done, and I'm really pleased with it. So there we go. But one last thing I was wanting to show you guys is probably early in the night or early in the week, Croft was streaming, and if you just notice over there, he built something. And if you may be aware, Ginge left the server about a couple of weeks or so ago, and while he was on, Croft decided to build like a little monument to Ginge, and you can just see it on the right of the screen. It is this little beauty. I remember when I was watching the stream, I was thinking he was going to be building a full-size monument to him. I didn't realise it'd just be from shoulder height and the head and the wacky hat that he's got. No, he still has, I don't think he's got the eyes right or something. I'm not too sure of that because I haven't really seen Ginger's skin in full, apart from the one I downloaded for the Codex picture, which I'm still bloody ongoing with. Either way, it looks really good. So we got even though we didn't really get much done today, I'm quite pleased. We got the stables up and running. We had a little chat about what's been going on and such. Either way, I think next episode we really deserve to go exploring into the wilderness, especially the fact we are on 1.8 and near enough everyone on the server, minus a few people, have done so. And I want to get out there and try and find somewhere of my own, because it's been fun building around here, and I still will build more shops and stuff, and I can just imagine Spawn expanding exponentially, especially over in the island where we have the little villager breeder and Michael Tunn's little tree farm area. I'm sure we're going to have many more buildings in Spawn and such. Either way, I want to get out there. I want to build something ginormous and stupidly big, which is going to take me for bloody ever just to do. Either way, that's going to be an absolutely epic challenge, whatever it is I am going to decide to make. Oh well, so if you have enjoyed the episode and would like to see much more from the server, please make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.